This is a story of savage slashing, stabbing, and smashing. Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk. So get your marshmallows ready and grab a seat at the campfire as we jump into Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk. The story begins with Wolverine awakening to find his lower half missing, his body having been ripped in half by the Hulk minutes earlier. Using his keen sense of smell, he finds his legs have been thrown to the top of a mountain. As he climbs up a mountain to retrieve his legs, he recalls the events leading up to his current situation. He recounts meeting Nick Fury, Betty Ross, and Jennifer Walters, and being told that the Hulk is alive and responsible for several incidents of mass destruction after a public execution by S.H.I.E.L.D. Fury gives Logan, that's Wolverine, the assignment to hunt down and take care of the Hulk. Wolverine tracks the Hulk to a small Tibetan village, where the Hulk is found lounging, surrounded by scantily clad women. Upon seeing the Hulk, Wolverine says, "Hi, Bruce." We now visualize a flashback as Banner being left for dead on an offshore ship, tied down to the deck with a bomb sitting beside him. He turns into the Hulk at the last minute, and the explosion fails to kill him. The Hulk swims to Omaha Beach, Normandy, France, transforming back into Banner as he reaches the shore. Banner finds himself drifting from one location to the next, forced to relocate every time he loses control of his temper and becomes the Hulk. The first time, a Parisian psychologist accuses Bruce of not letting himself get angry over losing Betty, calling him impotent and driving him over the edge. The second time, he is working as a farmhand and his boss mocks him for eating tofurkey. Ha! That's tofu turkey substitute. The third time, Bruce musters the courage to call Betty once more, only to have a man answer the phone. He ventures to Tibet in search of the Panchen Lama, a monk along the same line of holiness as the Dalai Lama, to find an answer to his problem. The Panchen Lama turns out to be a child. Upon hearing about Bruce's trouble, he asks, what if it's not you that changes into the Hulk, but the Hulk that changes into you? We then move forward to the point in which the first issue ended, where Logan says, "Hello, Bruce." The first time we see the Hulk in the Ultimate Universe in a calm, rational state. Hulk and Wolverine have a conversation where Hulk states that he was cured of his anger. Even though as Hulk becomes angrier, during the course of the conversation he becomes less articulate. But a parting comment Wolverine makes about Betty Ross enrages Hulk and causes him to tear Wolverine in half. At the top of the mountain, Hulk is waiting and ready to eat one of Wolverine's legs. But before that happens, a new arrival is airdropped into the mountaintop, Ultimate She-Hulk. When asked, who is she? Her response is simply, "I'm Plan B." Jumping to 3 days prior, when Betty unsuccessfully attempts to convince Tony Stark and Steve Rogers to save Bruce from Logan. 2 days prior, Dr. Walters has succeeded in producing a version of the Hulk serum which transforms the subject without inducing Hulk-like rage, with Betty the next day attempting to convince General Fury that Walters is seeking to sell the super soldier serum to the Chinese. As Betty takes a S.H.I.E.L.D. jet to Tibet, Fury discovers that Hulk serum has been stolen and angrily orders Betty taken down. But not before she injects herself with the serum and undergoes a transformation into She-Hulk. After landing and announcing, "I'm Plan B," Betty reveals her identity, much to the horror of Wolverine. This causes an enraged and crying Hulk to state, "Betty break Hulk's heart. Now Hulk break Betty." As Logan lies in a dream state, encountering a panda who claims that he is Logan's spirit animal. As the pair come to blows, the panda says the fight between Bruce and Logan is personal. He also doesn't want Logan to tell the Hulk's last words to the people who cut off his head. Logan wakes up to find he's reduced to just a head on a tray. General Fury angrily attempts to question him on what happened. Logan initially claims he blacked out after the Hulk tore him in half, instead of admitting he was awake for the Bruce and Betty sexual encounter. He then accidentally reveals that he was awake when S.H.I.E.L.D. tried to drop a nuclear bomb on the Hulk. Fury, in an act of rage, shoots Logan in the head. When Logan wakes up again, this time he's fully restored. He escaped with the aid of Forge. Instead of thanking Forge for the rescue, Logan demands the mutant make restraint collars to subdue the Hulks He then lets slip that the Hulk is going to meet Logan again in Casablanca, unaware that Fury is listening in. Wolverine goes to Casablanca with a collar that Forge created and confronts Betty, who had just taken a shower. He tells her to put it on, but she refuses. She turns into She-Hulk and the two fight. She gouges out one of his eyes, but he stabs her in the spleen and kidney and forces her to tell him where Bruce is. She agrees and then turns back into Betty, and Logan leaves her. Logan then gets on a plane Bruce is taking and puts the collar on Bruce, telling him that if he turns into Hulk, it will choke him to death. Bruce asks why Logan simply won't just kill him, and Logan says that he doesn't want to kill Bruce, he wants to kill the Hulk. Bruce says that he won't change, and then jumps out of the airplane, emergency exit in mid-flight. Logan jumps out after screaming at him to turn into the Hulk or the fall will kill him. Bruce says that he will only change if Logan cuts off the collar, or else Logan will have to deal with the fact that he simply let Bruce and not the Hulk fall to his death. Logan, not wanting to be responsible for Bruce's death, breaks the collar. Bruce changes to the Hulk, saving himself and Logan. They both land safely in the middle of the desert. Nick Fury shows up, and Hulk, confused and angry, grabs him and threatens to kill him. Fury reveals that they now have She-Hulk in their possession and are trying to reverse engineer what she did to herself. As long as they have her, he knows that Bruce will not do anything against S.H.I.E.L.D's interests. Hulk lets Fury go and talks calmly with Logan about how they are going to get back to civilization. Logan asks if Hulk can pick him up and jump to the nearest town, and Hulk agrees. Now, with that said, I'm your comic connoisseur at the campfire, so just go full nerd mode by clicking on like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to be notified when new content has been uploaded. Then you will be crowned an official comic connoisseur. I'm Ra for Elm City Comic Book Collectors, and I'm out. Peace.